Uncle Ron and stuff. Interview with a 101-year-old Catholic nun. All about her long nun life. Now, she did pass away this past year, but I think if you watch this, and there'll be 4 pieces of it eventually, you'll learn a lot about the person and the amazing things that she did in her life. And I think it's well worth listening to. I could not figure out how to properly normalize the audio so that her voice was loud, or turn my voice down some. So I'm booming, but she's reasonable. You can hear her reasonably. You can always turn on YouTube the automated closed caption, which is sort of good. Anyway, that's all this is an intro, and this is going to be Uncle Ron and stuff. Catholic nun Aunt Betty interview. I hope it's good for you. And here we are on the 21st day of July in the year of our Lord 2017.
Right.
And Cornell Road, Fairfax, Virginia, and another episode 10,001 of Strange and Wonderful People Ron has met. And we have special guests today. This one over here, that one right there, that one, can you believe it? She's 101 years old, going 102. She knew Thomas Jefferson personally. Look at this lady. I can't believe it. And her secret.
Robert E. Lee.
She knew Robert E. Lee. See? She is a Catholic nun from the state of Indiana. And her first name is Marceline, but I don't know if that's really her name or one she took when she became a nun. What was the real name?
Elizabeth Lee Louise Mattingly.
Okay, and you selected Marceline, or was that pulled out of a hat?
Well, it was pulled out of a book.
Okay, so you were born in 1915, and you entered the convent in 1933, and
I was 17 years old.
And you had to like do the stuff, learn everything. How long did that take? 2 years?
2.5.
2.5 years. And when you, what's the proper term? Not graduated.
When I pronounced my vows.
When you pronounced your vows, you had to get a new name?
Oh, no, I did that 2 years before that.
Okay, so two years in, they say, okay, well, you need a new name. And you picked a good one, but it sounds French.
Probably is.
Okay, I didn't know. Is there like
a French community?
Is there like a Saint Marceline someplace?
Marcellinus.
Marcelina? And she fought in the Crusades or something. He?
Yeah, he was one of the early popes of the church.
Oh, early popes. We were going to talk about it last night. Can you name all the popes?
Of course not.
Oh, wait.
Why would I have
Why would you know that?
No, why would I have to recite them?
The Egyptologists we had in Egypt, they could give you every single name. And they know when they reigned.
I took my vows in the Sisters of Providence.
There you go.
They're the ones.
But it wasn't in Providence, New York. It was in Providence where? Illinois?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Providence what?
Rhode Island.
Providence, Rhode Island?
That's a city.
With the Rhode Island Red Hens.
Wait, no, I'm confused. I thought this place, where do you live now?
She's pulling your leg.
St. Mary of the Woods.
Okay.
In Indiana.
Okay, but isn't that Sisters of Providence?
Well, Providence is just a general name that.
Okay.
Like some are called holy names. Some
well,
are called
is the headquarters in Providence, Rhode Island?
No, it isn't.
Well, what did she? What's a Providence, Rhode Island business?
She's
Absolutely
just
nothing.
pulling your leg. It's not-
Okay. Oh, this, truth is required. It is a requirement.
She's from St. Mary's in the Woods, Indiana. That's where she's
Okay,
from.
Indiana. And it took 2.5 years. And
Of
then,
formation.
and then you were
Made
whatever.
proficient. Then she
And
was
then
professed.
did they just say, okay, now you go way over there and do this?
That's right.
That's it.
And they sent you way over where?
They sent me to a suburb of North Chicago.
Oh, goody.
To
And you were
teach.
going to
Teach.
teach, and you were teaching high school.
I was teaching 4th grade, 50 kids in the room.
Oh. How do you do that? That was a good place to start, wasn't it?
Well, yes, it was an excellent place to start.
And you had to wear like this.
The habit.
The habit.
The religious habit.
How many did you own? You had like 2 at one time?
To what?
Habits.
Oh, we had 2.
2.
A Sunday one and an everyday one.
Oh, there was one special for Sunday.
And we had 2 pairs of shoes.
Did they have to be starched?
Yes.
The hood,
This part did.
what
and
is that
this
part called? I call it the hood, but what was it
It
called?
was like this, and about this wide,
Yeah,
and you put a wire in it,
okay,
then you bent it over your head,
okay.
and bent the wire up to hold
Did you have to do your own laundry?
Well, no,
Okay,
that's when we got it back.
What
but
did you
that
call
was,
that? What did you call that?
Cap,
No, the part that went around your head.
the cap,
With all those, the starch part was.
and then we had a collar that we
yeah,
wore,
yeah,
hooked it back your neck. It was called a neckerchief.
okay. And you had one specifically for Sunday. It wasn't a different color or anything.
No, it's white.
Oh, it was
White.
white for
Everything
some,
was
I
black
never,
and white.
I've never seen you in a white habit. I don't have pictures of that.
Oh, you've seen pictures.
Not in a white one.
Well, I never wore a white one.
It
You
was
just said.
No, it's just the head part was white.
Okay,
The
but
rest
on
was black.
Sunday,
And
Yeah.
the breast part this white.
okay, that was for Sunday only, the white and white?
No, we wore that every day.
Okay, but did you have a special one, different
No.
color for Sunday?
No.
No.
Okay, but you had a little tag in it that said Sunday only?
You wore it.
Did you have inspections where they inspected your habit and said, no, you don't, you got food on your sleeve?
No, you have to have enough sense to know if you've got food on you.
Well, I didn't know if the Mother Superior had called, she wake you up and you have inspections in the morning? No?
Did she what?
Wake you up in the morning and have
No, the
inspections?
rising bell woke us up.
Rising bell at 6 a.m.?
5.
5 a.m. And you went directly from there to food?
From there to church.
There to church.
For
Church
morning
was-
prayers.
Okay. And then after morning prayers, it was food or
Then you had
work?
breakfast.
Were you allowed to talk?
What?
No.
Were you allowed to talk?
No.
No. Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
kept silence until, well, we could speak if
Okay.
it was for politeness or charity or necessity.
Or in response to being spoken to.
So, you know, you could speak. What other thing in your life is not one of those?
What? When I was in the Boy Scouts, I had to go to this whatever. So if you did speak and break the silence, they put a stick in your mouth. And
No, you had to kiss the floor.
Yeah. Oh, you had to kiss the floor if you spoke? Oh, I didn't know. Well, but you guys had polished floors. You must have cleaned floors. You didn't ever have to clean
Well,
the
we
floor?
cleaned them every day. That's
Every
for sure.
day. That
And
was.
we waxed them twice a year.
What was your most favorite job they gave you there?
Let's see, my favorite job, oh gosh,
Least favorite job?
well,
It might have been the pay, right? I mean,
I think they were all pretty equal.
how much okay, you went from there to North Chicago.
Yeah, north of Chicago.
And you were a teacher in a Catholic school?
Yes.
Okay.
St.
And
Francis Xavier School.
and for that they gave you what,
$1 a day.
$27,000 a year?
$1 a day.
$1 a day, okay, which certainly took care of every need, $1 a day. So where did you live when you were there?
I lived in the convent.
Oh, there was
with
a convent.
11 other sisters.
Okay, so everything was taken care of. $1 a day, I mean, where did you spend all that at one time?
I didn't spend any of it.
Any of it?
The
$1 a
superiors
day.
spent it for our needs.
I understand, but I don't, you.
No pocket money.
How can you even buy lipstick for $1?
Back then.
Well, we didn't wear lipstick.
Or-
Our needs, we prayed every day that
Yeah.
we would know the difference between our wants and our needs.
Did y'all get into whims? Did you ever think and study whims, what whims are about? Of course, you had wants and needs, and then there's this other thing called whims. No whims. You didn't have no whims.
Well,
No.
you might have had them, but
Yeah?
didn't do you much good.
So you didn't have to like take a whip to yourself when you were bad or anything, did you? The Mother Superior didn't go out and get a switch and whack you or nothing,
No, I
right?
told you what we did.
What?
I told you what we did.
What, kiss the
When
floor?
we broke the rules, yeah.
That was all, for everything you had to kiss the floor?
Well, it depends on what the superior told you to do.
Oh, so there was things besides floor kissing.
Yeah.
Stand in the corner?
No, but you might have to stand for the meal,
Oh, and not eat?
not eat.
Stand and not, oh, you really stuck out like a sore thumb then. She was bad. You never had to do that though. No, I didn't think so.
No.
No, you tell them the truth? Okay. And anyway, $1 a day, which that was, how long were you in Chicago? North Chicago?
3 years.
3 years. And then you got a letter in the mail that said, we're moving you.
No, the bishop told me in the summertime.
You knew the bishops? You met the bishop?
No, the bishop came to our convent at St. Mary of the Woods.
Okay, oh, okay.
And he read this list.
But you weren't at the St. Mary's of the Woods.
I went in the summer.
Oh, that's right.
And I went to college.
Well, when did you go to, and this is another thing about this strange and wonderful person. Where did you go to college?
Hey, you.
St. Mary of the Woods College.
Yeah, but don't I,
At our mother house.
okay, but
But we went during the summer. Because we taught all the
why do I get the Notre Dame Alumni magazine?
That's
Years
my
later.
graduate degree.
You what?
I went there for my master's degree
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
in biology.
In biology, yeah.
But I was on the 20-year plan.
Yeah, you weren't the only one. But they didn't even have DNA when you were doing biology. There wasn't even such a thing as DNA.
No, when I was studying, I heard about it.
Yeah, there was. That was discovered in what,
57, was it?
It's somewhere in there. Yeah, you know more than I do about it. But DNA, and you knew plants real well. You were a plant person, weren't you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you knew.
I studied botany at Notre Dame.
That's what I was thinking. You knew the botany part, which I don't understand at all.
Plants.
I don't get why we do. I've read that it has to do with chaos theory. That's why all the leaves look the same and the same patterns.
All leaves are not the same. There are very many different kinds of leaves, but all the leaves take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen.
You don't still believe that. That's been just
we can prove it.
okay. And 22 plus 22 is 44, right?
6.
Yes, 6. The answer to any question is watermelon.
46.
That's according to the grandkids.
Yeah.
you
How do
know.
you get 46?
What?
How do you get 46 out of 22?
23 plus 23.
Oh, I thought he said 22.
I
Pardon.
did, but it
I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
hear
It's
it
not.
then.
Okay, so in the summer, the bishop came who was in charge of assignments. There was a bishop
No,
specially.
he wasn't in charge. The superior was in charge, and she wrote them out, and he read them.
Okay, so the Mother Superior did the assignments and he just blessed them and said, yeah, that sounds good to me.
Because our vow of obedience was to God first,
Right.
but it was to the community.
Yeah. When I was in Egypt, I met he had retired from Ford Motor Company in New Zealand. And he was saying that they just had elections for governor or whatever, but it's a joke because after they elect somebody, the Queen of England has to approve them. And sometimes she can take a year getting around to it.
Oh.
So in the meantime, they don't have a governor for a province like a governor of a state or whatever. But anyway, so the Mother Superior, did you have to
Wait for her?
Did you bring her apples every day to get a good assignment or anything?
No.
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 Were you afraid of her?
No.
No?
I hardly knew her.
Hardly knew her. Was there a special greeting when you walked down the hall and you saw her coming?
Well, no, you would stop
Yeah.
and you would say, "Good afternoon, Reverend Mother," or "Good morning," but we very seldom saw her because we lived in a different building.
Okay.
And we didn't go over to her building unless she sent for us.
Could you go there and put a petition in that I would really like to go to graduate school?
No.
No? You couldn't?
No.
How about
I didn't put a petition in for anything.
Oh, you couldn't
Oh, yes, I
petition?
did. You have to ask permission to take your vows in the first place,
Oh, really?
and then to renew them
Yeah.
for 1 year, and then you renew them the next year for 1 year.
I didn't
And-
know you had 1 year at a time license or something.
This
do
is
you-
our vows.
Yeah, but you had to renew them after the first year? Was it like a trial run?
And then after those 2 years,
Yeah?
then we renewed them for 3 years.
You still have to do that?
No, well, we already did it a long time ago.
I know, but you said you had to do it every 3 years for
No,
a while.
after 3 years, it was final vows.
Oh, you final. Up till the 3 years time, you could change your mind?
Sure.
Okay. And how many were in when you started? How many other,
How many sisters?
yeah, that were,
About 1,000.
pardon?
Not in your class. In her
Yeah,
class?
the class.
Oh, in my class, there were 16 of us.
15?
16.
16.
Uh-huh.
So it was a good sized number. You could know people and they were from everywhere. Or they were
Yes,
from all
they were.
Indiana. They
Well,
were,
depends on what time of the year you
Yeah.
entered. And in our class, and it was called a band. It was called a band because you talk about bands of missionaries.
BAND,
Missionaries.
band?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Or
no,
sent to,
didn't know that. A band.
So when
Uh-huh.
they came home in the summertime, the ones who were in the same band would would get together, and
Oh, yeah.
visit,
Yeah, so in the summertime, everybody came back,
more or less.
more or less. There were some who had
and we went
assignments.
to college in the summer.
Okay,
They made the retreat.
yeah, and they had retreats.
At the end of the summer school,
Well, but in college, didn't you study just religion only? Did you ever study
of
anything
course
else?
not.
What?
No.
What do you mean no?
It was like any college. You got English and science and history and all
And,
that.
and who were the
math.
teachers?
The teachers went there to get that.
The teachers that taught you in the college in the summer, who were they?
They were our sisters who had the qualifications
I
for
see.
teaching college.
Okay, I see.
Some of those sisters taught in our college all year long,
Okay.
and then they teach us in the summer. But
Wait a
some of
minute,
them,
you taught all year long. You didn't go all year long. How do you, who
we
went?
went from June 25th or something like that, until August 15th. No, wait, that's not right. August 6th.
Okay,
And then August 6th, we went into a 5-day retreat.
okay,
And we prayed for ourselves, for our family, for the whole world.
but there were people who went from like August to June college there.
Oh, sure.
Well, but how come you weren't one of those?
Because I was in the novitiate. I was in the formation period.
Oh, I see. So these other people, not
They
necessarily,
finished school in June.
they weren't,
May,
they
and
weren't, they
they
weren't
went home with
necessarily Catholics, or they could be anybody
They
going
could
to
be
college.
anybody. And
Okay.
they could be from, and then when we were young, students at the college were from all over the world.
Okay. Yeah.
We had a lot of girls from Africa
Yeah.
and from the Latin American countries, as well as United States.
So start off with, you sound like you had an option to go to college or start the process to become a Catholic.
Well, no, not particularly. Not where I was.
Yeah.
No, that's
You-
a different program.
You didn't have any choice in the matter?
See, what happened to most of us, after they made profession and went on mission to teach, they'd come back in the summertime and go to the college there.
No, I'm saying before you graduated high school.
Yeah,
Okay,
College, but I was on the 20-year program.
I understand, but you graduated from high school and then you go, okay, now what? Am I gonna work at the plant or am I? So somehow or another you got way over there and said, I think I'll be a nun. Or you didn't say, well, no, I think I'll go to college and study astronomy. You decided, or was it decided for you, or?
No, I decided I wanted to do biology.
Okay.
But it's true, I was asked, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I'd like to continue in biology.
Okay, but when you graduated high school, was it a foregone conclusion that you were going to become a nun?
Well, for myself it was. I
You were.
knew it. I knew it.
You already had the
I
calling.
already knew it.
Do you have callings? So they always talk about a calling. Did you get a call?
Well, that's what a vocation is, a calling from God
Yeah.
to do some work.
Okay.
In
So
the
you
church.
somewhere at some time you got called.
Very early in my life.
Real? Well, how's early?
It was a year before I started to school.
Really? Like 6 or 7, 8?
Oh, I was about 4 or 5, I guess.
Oh, seriously? Did this occur in a church?
not me.
No, out in the yard playing with the boys.
Is that right? Wow. And it was bang? Was a slap upside
No,
the head?
I don't think so. What happened to me was there was a sister she was an Ursuline sister, and she would come out after Mass on Sunday. She would come out outside the front pews in church, and the little kids that lived on the farms in the country didn't have a Catholic school.
Yeah.
So they would come every Sunday, and a sister would go teach them.
Mm.
So Mimi said to me,
You know, and you remember this from the time you were 5 years old?
Yeah.
5 years
and
old?
because Mimi said to me, go in and see what sister's talking about,
Yeah.
and then come home and tell me.
Yeah.
So I did. I went in,
Well, she was going to
and
church
she
at the
was
time.
standing up there, and she was teaching the kids about God.
Yeah.
Who made you?
Yeah.
God made me. Why did God make you? And all that.
Yeah.
And when I found out she was teaching the little kids about God, I was so impressed.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to teach the kids
Just
about
knew
God.
it. Yeah. Just knew
And I
it.
never lost that calling.
Yeah.
Well, in high school I had a couple boyfriends, but we just had fun, you know.
Yeah.
I never lost my desire.
It
to be a
really,
sister.
you caught it really bad. You got it. Did you
Well-
get the same? Did you get the same tug?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't get it till I was in high school.
but there
was a
was a
tug.
call.
It was-
You
yeah.
got a call.
Yeah,
What
I
is
was-
there saying about many are called but few?
are chosen.
Okay, that's
What'd you say?
Many are called, but few are chosen.
Oh,
yeah. I remember that from somewhere.
from the Bible.
Okay, is that
That's
where?
in- Jesus.
I was called, but I wasn't chosen. That's what happened to me.
Well, you were called to get to married life, to be a father.
Yeah, I know. My mother never forgave me. Yeah, because I left the family unit. See, I was supposed to stay there with her forever. She bore me, so she owned me, so I should be staying there. But that's a sad point. So you had a calling early on, and you knew it, and I mean, high school. From the time I was like 8th grade, I knew I was going to college. So those next couple of years was just, please let me get through this. High school was. You liked high school. You were a cheerleader.
I loved high school.
You did? You had a lot of friends, and did you even have any boys in high school at the time?
I went to an all-girls high school.
Okay, all girls. Yeah, there you go.
But we had boys downstairs.
Yeah, you went to an all-girls Catholic school?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you talked about this nun coming out and teaching little kids, was that after church, or was that
after
church?
Mass? Mm-hmm.
Well, Mimi was there, but she was saying she wanted to know what the lady was saying.
Well, she knew.
Yeah.
That was just so I'd go.
She was getting you to, yeah.
She wanted me to pay attention. She wanted me to get out of the yard. I was out in the yard running around with all the boys.
I was going to say, did you grow up on a farm?
Huh?
Farm. Did you grow up on a farm?
No.
You grew up in a city?
Yeah.
And you had a sidewalk out front?
It was a farmland area.
Yeah.
And we lived in a small town, really.
Yeah.
Waverly, Kentucky. And the Ursuline sisters taught at the school.
Okay. So did you walk to the church?
Oh, it was like not even 2 blocks up.
Okay. You lived 2 blocks from the church, and they have playground equipment?
They have what?
Playground equipment. They have anything?
They did, yeah.
Yeah?
But see, I always had friends and we were interested in other stuff. Not in the swings and the slides.
Yeah. Just imagine if you'd had internet at the time and you could look up anything you wanted to. Just anything. You know, a word.
Like that.
Did you have encyclopedias?
Sure, yes.
Well, I don't know.
The world.
Britannica? Or what was that called?
Yeah. People were going around in the summer, door to door, selling it.
Yeah. So, but you family had one, and you had 7. There were 7 brothers and sisters total. So, and
well, yeah.
Well, no, I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
7 counting you.
But we weren't there all at the same time.
Yeah. Well, the age is like every 2 years or 4 years?
Well, I was the oldest and Jerry was the youngest.
Okay.
And when he was born, I was 16.
Okay, yeah.
And the next year...
So did you get to be mama? You had to take care of your brother and sisters being oldest.
The next year I went to the convent.
Yeah, but even at 12, you must have been taking care of other kids, your brother and sisters.
Sure I did. Yeah, and I loved them. Yeah. Yeah, I loved
even though
them.
they were,
I missed them terribly.
Even though they played pranks on you and stuff all the time.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the prank? They never pulled your hair or anything? They didn't.
No. My mom taught us to be very kind and loving to one another.
Did she have to whack you to teach you that? Or could she just give you the look?
Yeah.
You got the look.
Yeah.
Well, that was enough. Zoe's like that. If you gave her a look, she'd cry.
Yeah.
On the other kids, you take a 2x4 to their head and they still wouldn't. Yeah. So you went to North Chicago and taught for 3 years. And North Chicago was primarily white, or was it mixed at the time?
And well-to-do.
Well, you were, okay, yeah.
And it was called Wilmette.
Did any of those other kids ever contact you? Because I know from Immaculata kids do.
Well,
That's a fourth grade?
The parish celebrated its 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
And we were invited, sisters that taught there, we were invited and we went.
Oh, wow.
And my 4th grade kids that I taught, they were there and they invited me into their tent where they had dinner.
Well, they must be 80 years old themselves. 70 and 80.
I was 10 years older.
They actually they had a reunion and everybody in the 4th grade that they got together?
A lot of them, yes,
Wow.
They were very close to one another.
Whoa. All right. This is my 50th college reunion this year. I don't go to those things. I don't, no. You gotta sit around in a suit and,
Well, I remember some of those kids so well.
yeah?
They sent me the class picture when they were in 4th grade, and here they are in the rows.
Were you in the picture too? They used to, the
No,
teacher.
we're not allowed to have our pictures taken
Oh, really? I thought, what? You mean by anybody?
by anybody.
By anything for anybody?
The
At that
oldest
time.
picture I have is that one you showed me last night where I've got that,
Well, was that an official school picture or something?
no.
Well, they didn't have a yearbook when you were.
You mean in the convent?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
They didn't publish a yearbook.
No.
Well, can
And
I
we
go
did-
there and look on a computer and find out who was
There
in?
were no computers.
I know, but now can I go and look and see who was?
Oh yeah, if you put my name into Google or something like that, you'll
it'll-
find out all about me.
It'll come up the records now. They did you have to sign a book when you did you have to write your name in the book when you first day you went there?
Yes, first,
Yeah.
and I'm in the same book as Mother Theodore, the
What?
founders.
That is but she got there in 18
40.
and they must be a pretty small. I mean, it couldn't be the book this big. It had, how many before you? How many had gone to the place?
Oh, my, the whole book full.
Well, but
I'm not sure how many.
thousands.